Welcome to Sarasa Samotsaran School. This is Science Matayom 2, and my name is Teacher Carla Circulado. Okay, before we start our review, let's first read our vocabulary words. Listen carefully as I read the first set of words. Opaque, opaque. Phenomenon, phenomenon. Droplet, droplet. Now repeat after me. Opaque, phenomenon. Droplet. Very good. Now listen again as I read the second set of words. Photon, photon. Reflection, reflection. Reflective, reflective. Now repeat after me. Photon, reflection, reflective. Very good. Now listen again as I read the third set of words. Retina, retina. Refraction, refraction. Silicon, silicon. Now repeat after me. Retina, refraction. Silicon. Very good. Okay, now let's read together our dictation words. Let's read and spell together. Number 1, phenomenon. P-H-E-N-O-M-E-N-O-N. Phenomenon. Second word, reflection. R-E-F-L-E-C-T-I-O-N. Reflection. And number 3, droplet. D-R-O-P-L-E-T. Droplet. Very good. Okay, so today we will just have a review from our topic last week. Okay, we talked about the properties of light. We also talked about that the light travels in a straight line. We talked about the angle of reflection. Objects reflect light into our eyes. The shadow is formed when light is blocked by an object. And the virtual image is the image reflected from flat surface like mirror. Okay, we will review that again today. Okay, let's start with the properties of light. Okay, light travels at 299,792,458 meters per second, or 186,282 miles per second in a vacuum. Okay, when we say in a vacuum, it's empty space or no air and other matters. That's why the speed is very fast. Okay, we said that at this speed, this light can go around the Earth 8 times in only 1 second. Okay, so how many times can the light go around the Earth again in only 1 second? How many times? Very good. 8 times. How many miles per second in a vacuum the light travels? Very good. 186,282 miles per second. Okay. However, in water, the speed of light slows to 140,000 miles per second. Okay, so we already know that when the light travels in water, it becomes slower. Okay, how many miles per second does light travel in water? Very good, 140,000 miles per second. Next. Okay, repeat after me. In glass, the speed is 124,000 per second. Very good. So, our example is this glass window. When the light travels through this window, it becomes much lower than water, and the speed now is 124,000 per second. Okay, next. Okay, repeat after me. Through diamond, the speed is 77,500 miles per second. Very good. So, the travel light in the diamond is much slower than water and in glass. That's why the speed is only 77,500 miles per second. Okay, how many speed does light travel through diamond? Very good, 77,500 miles per second. Okay, repeat after me. Light travels in a straight line until it strikes an object. Very good. So we already learned that the light travels in a straight line. Okay? Light travels in a straight line until it strikes an object. Okay? So you can see the person blocked the light. That's why it stopped right there. The light is also divided because of an object here. Okay, next. So we also talked about how light travel to different material. Okay. Light can be reflected by mirror. It can be refracted by lens. It can be transmitted through and absorbed by the object. Yes, we can see the light is reflected by mirror. It is refracted by lens. Okay, this line is straight line. When it's travel in the lens, it is refracted or bent. The light is bent. And when it's the light transmitted through, we can see the light here inside as well. Or absorbed, the light is absorbed by the object. Okay, so we also talked about the angle of reflection is equal to the angle of incidence. Okay, so the normal line is drawn perpendicular through the flat surface which the light hits. Okay, so the reflected ray and the incident ray has equal angle in respect to the normal line. Okay, you can see in the picture as well. This is the reflected ray and the incident ray, equal angle with respect with the normal line. Next. we also talked about how we can see things. Okay, for example, this light, the light coming from the sun, is striking this object, which is the flower, and the flower reflects light into our eyes. Okay, we can see things because the light is entering our eyes. Okay, if we close our eyes, we cannot see anything because the light cannot enter into our eyes. Okay, it says here, without the presence of light, we lose our sight. It's true. Next. Repeat after me. When the light is fully or partially blocked by an object, a shadow is formed behind the object. Very good. So we can see the picture here again. When the light that is coming from the sun striking this object, which is the tree, it blocks the rays of light. And it's forming the dark area or the dark spot that we call shadow. Okay, everybody repeat after me. Shadow. Very good. So, when the object moves closer to the light source, its shadow becomes larger. Okay, I know you're all doing this. You can try again in your house. Okay, you can move closer to the light or candle or light bulb, and you can use your hand and you can see that the image you make becomes larger. Okay. Next. Okay, repeat after me. When the image reflected from a flat surface is a reversed, right side up, realistic image. Very good. So, for example, when the surface is smooth as this mirror, the image or the reflection we see is very clear and sharp. Okay, that's why we use the mirror to put on our makeup. Okay, we can see the eyes, the nose, the lips. It's very sharp because the surface of the mirror is very smooth. Okay, now repeat after me. We call the image seen in the mirror the virtual image. Very good. So what we see in the mirror, the image we see here, is called virtual image. Okay, we call it virtual image because it cannot be connected onto screen. Okay, so what we see in the mirror is the direct reflection by the opposite side or behind the mirror. Okay, so what we review today is the properties of light. We learned how fast the light travels at 186,282 miles per second in a vacuum. We also know that the light travels in a straight line. We talked about the angle of reflection, that is the ray reflection, and the incident reflection has a equal angle. Okay, we also talk about how we see through light. We talk about the shadow as well, that is formed by an object blocking the light. And we also know now that the virtual image is what we see in the surface like mirror. Thank you everyone again for learning and paying attention to our review for today. Just a reminder everybody, wash your hands, wear your mask, stay at home, eat healthy. See you soon. Goodbye.